It's depressing. Oh, dude. Raiders Bucks.
Come on.
Not bad for a fat guy.
TG101.
101.
And they have the biggest coffees in the world.
Thanks to Coach P. And I put a little
Cheers.
creamer in mine because it was just
Wow,
a little bitter.
Looking good.
Thank you.
What kind of creamer?
French vanilla.
I've been on PSL creamer, like pumpkin spice creamer, and I just want to take a little gulp out of the.
It's about that time.
Oh, it is that time. We're in it, dude.
Yeah,
right?
dude. Yeah, you're. It looks like
PSL
a pumpkin.
jersey on.
Yeah, fucking PSL jersey on, man. Big old pumpkin. Gonna be in Austin. Very nice.
It's gonna be great. Austin, October 3rd. Tickies below or at 𝗕𝗘𝗡𝗡𝗬𝗕. Then we got San Diego coming up. We got shows and we're pushing tickies. 𝗕𝗘𝗡𝗡𝗬𝗕.com for everything.
For the tickets because shows are my life.
Shows are my life. Dead air.
Talk to somebody who's going to your Austin show
Nuh-uh.
over the weekend. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Keep it a surprise.
Clubhouse?
Really? Clubhouse? Yeah, keep it a surprise. I'm better not knowing anything.
Okay. Yeah, that makes
That's how,
sense.
yeah, you know how I go through life.
It's kind of funny. It's you'll get a kick out of it when you see him at the show. TG101. Sorry about last week. As I posted on my story, family vacay with the whole family, and
how'd it go?
Yeah, wife said almost zero way you record while we're here. Could not get that one in, even though this show is my life. Yeah, but no, it was great, dude. It was family vacay, 3 little babies. You know, a moody 22-year-old sister. What can go wrong?
Oh, damn! It was family.
Family. It wasn't just me and Ryan, the kids. It was parents, sister, bro-in-law, nephew, other sister.
What's your sister? What happened?
She's actually great. Yeah, it's just she's a wild card.
Oh, you never know.
He's a wild card. That one.
Which one are we getting?
Yeah. So, but we got good. We got good. You know, it was nice because in that situation we had a nice house where it had plenty of space. So she had her own room that she could escape to, her own TV.
I think I'm the same way.
You know,
who's not going to be a wild card? You know.
Yeah, I mean, you'd hope not the 22-year-old when you have 3 kids under 2. That's kind of reserved for the wild card for the little ones.
They're more well behaved than anybody. Predictable.
So it was great. We're down there in Destin, FLA, and you ever been there?
It's my destiny. Okay.
All right, God,
Johnson
we get
here.
it. These guys do that. But yeah, no, we're good. And we're back. And I am just force and fall into this shit. For those watching on YouTube, and you should, these guys Clubhouse on YouTube, subscribe. Station now about this. All right. Just getting them all out because we had over a week built up that I had to get them. But I got the khakis. I got baggy khakis. I got Ben khakis.
Dude, you got Coach Cower khakis.
That's right, bro. I got they're comfy, they're spacious. Like
man,
I was wearing a Steelers polo before I switched to this crew neck because it's freezing in my basement, and I felt like 1, I was either back at Catholic school, or 2, I was, like you said, interviewing for the special teams job.
Yeah, bro. It's those are like your number 1 pick school pants right there, though.
Yeah, they're nice.
Throwing it all the way back to Mrs. Vesley's class in 3rd grade.
You know, it's weird. It's like sometimes you just wake up and on a Monday and when you got shit to do, you're like, you know what? I don't want to just wear like gym shorts and sweatpants today. Like I need to put on, like I need to get up, have a regular routine, almost as if you were in school.
Dress for the job you want.
Exactly. And the job I want is the assistant linebackers coach for the Steelers.
Everybody wears neck rolls. First rule.
So here we are, but yeah, and I'm riding high. Steelers have a quarterback. Just got back from vacation. Things are good.
It's kind of nice. Not sports podcast.
What
were we talking about? I was talking about fall. I was talking about not a holiday podcast.
I don't want to dive into it too much, but
hey,
he's legit. I think we got one.
Can we get a minute?
Yeah. Let me see. A minute already? We're like 4 minutes into this thing.
All right, all right. Hey.
I took some.
Don't think we're not gonna minute. We got a minute.
I took some notes. Well, you were at the Colts game on Sunday. What'd you eat?
Walked in, went right to the concession stand.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately had to do it. OG hot dog. OG. Was kind of mad, turned around, was looking for like the mustard ketchup pumps.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have those anymore. Had to go packets. What's going on there?
It's such a downgrade.
I was like, it's really excited to just drench my hot dog in ketchup. That's all I was thinking about. And I realized the other day, the only reason I eat anything is because of the sauces.
Totally.
Got nachos, but I got chili cheese nachos. Only reason I wanted to eat it. Do I actually want the chips? Absolutely not.
Everything is just a vehicle for the sauce. Totally.
Everything I eat is just a spoon for cheese.
Mm-hmm. Or ranch or mustard.
Wings?
You not mustard? You not mustard?
No, I'm mustard.
Okay. So you did ketchup and mustard?
Ketchup, mustard on the dog.
It's a fun one.
Both sides.
Yeah. Isn't that so satisfying?
Yeah.
When you drizzle those just right, you're like, am I on a fucking commercial right now?
I didn't drizzle it right.
Yeah, you never do. But
I was in
like,
a hurry.
The idea. What time did you get to the game before it started?
No, walked in and it was like they kicked off when I went in the door. Stayed the whole time.
Really?
It was
So
insane.
you weren't with your dad?
Right.
Yeah.
And like we had good seats,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm realizing like the better seats you have, the worse time you have at a game.
Okay.
For me.
Okay.
I can't see shit. Row 5.
Mm.
Let's party. Sounds great on paper.
Mm-hmm.
Get there. What am I looking at? There's the other team's punter's ass.
Yeah. So you don't have the all 22 versions. What you say? You can't see things develop.
I mean, it's just you can't. I'm sitting this close, complaining about sports. Complaining about sports. What are we? Who are we?
Caught himself mid. Okay, so hold on. You got there. You stayed the whole game.
All
But
right,
you
I'll
got,
shut up.
Hold on.
but like,
You got hot dog to start.
chili cheese nachos and Texas Roadhouse peanuts. I mean,
But what was the nachos the second quarter? Was that halftime treat?
all in one. Hey, all before
one
I walked
trip.
in the
Okay, so
stadium.
you would have been there earlier.
So I
if you
was sitting at one of those tables that's like hip height, like just going crazy, watching like the kickoff on the screen, like in
Yeah.
by the concession stand.
All right. That's a good.
Walk in, Texas Roadhouse peanuts in my back pocket, Dasani water in my hand.
That's
Find
right.
the seat. There's always a guy sitting in the
That's
seat
where
you're
you
supposed to
lost
be
me.
in.
Yeah, when you get there that late, people are like, maybe they're not coming. I'm just gonna.
Bro,
Oh, shit.
kickoff though? Just a guy?
Yeah, you gotta wait first quarter. If they're not there by end of if they're not there by end of the first 15, that's yours.
How'd you get down there?
Yeah.
2, like right when I get to the game, I have to get in like into an altercation. There's already like, hey dude, this isn't your seat. But also I have no idea what I'm talking about right now. Because this might not even be my seat.
Yeah.
I'm just out here guessing.
Man, hot dog, nachos, and peanuts. That's pretty like. I mean that's worldwide. That plays at every sporting event. You know. You get that combo. That's the sports. The live, the live sports combo. Right
I really didn't want to I just wanted to stay like original. I just wanted the
because they got some wild shit at games now. You get mini pizzas for yourself.
Oh, I saw a guy with the
You
mini
can get-
pizza. And before he opened it, he looked around. I was walking by him and I was like, what's he looking at me for? Do I know this guy? And then he looked both ways. Like he was crossing the street, bro, and just popped that thing open. All sausage. I was like, that's why. Bro, when you get all sausage pizza, I'm like, dude, you're doing dirty things right now. Who's just out here being like, I'll take a large pizza, all sausage? That's kind of half sausage. All right.
See,
Meat lover's cool. All.
That's where I'm just kind of, I think that a stadium should stay within a line. It should be the traditional, like you said, give me basket of chicken tenders, fries, peanut option, hot dog, nachos.
Your Power 5.
Yeah.
Power 5. That's kind of what it is at football games, but at baseball games, they're like, how about the...
No way, dude. Football games now, these stadiums, they come out with all sorts of shit. It'll be like a corn dog dipped in Oreo batter with nacho cheese. Like, it's all sorts of crazy nonsense to try to like go viral on Twitter. It's like, just give me the Power 5. I'm good.
That's what I was saying for this game.
Pizza's
actually kind of like...
You can slide that in. But then, yeah, people like... Even if I'm in like a... If you're on like the club level, so it gets a little bit wild there,
Yeah.
I'm still like, I don't need to be having chicken wings. What am I going to do with this? At a football game? Right. Licking my fingers, fucking high-fiving people.
That's true. The high fives.
Did you high-five anybody?
Nah. Dude next to me was begging for it. I was just locked. Because we moved up. I was with my homie Derek and we moved up to like, and it was so much better.
Derek James. Very funny.
I could see everybody on the field. But
Did you go to Bud Light Zone?
Just walked up there, but we sat like, those seats are the best. They're like right in front of
yeah.
It's great. It's like behind view. It's like Madden view.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this is it, dude. But guy next to me, just every time anyone did anything.
Yeah.
I wasn't giving it to him.
You gotta, if you're at a game, you gotta warm up to that, you know? And it's gotta be something that's big. It's gotta be like a big 4th down stop in the 4th quarter, a 60-yard touchdown bomb that everybody's going nuts
It's
for.
got to be something amazing.
Yeah, it can't just be like your traditional, like it's 3rd and 8 and the defense gets off the field. You can't high five the guy next to you that you don't know over that.
It has to be like an insane Hail Mary type.
Right. Yeah.
I've been to like 2 games in my life where it's like, where it warrants a high five.
Yeah. Like Colts Steelers, we went to Monday Night Football a couple years ago.
Pretty good.
No high fives between us.
Oh, yeah, that game. That's another example of, I can't see anything on the field, but
It was
this
still
isn't a sports
so
podcast,
cool to be
so
there.
I don't even know why we're
Yeah,
talking about that.
That's true. That's true. I hate the Bud Light Zone so much. Like
Me too.
zones like that at games, I'm like, this is just a social. Just go to a bar, guys. It's a social event. This is a game. You want to be here to watch the game? All right, but like,
It's really just buy a ticket for $3 and go there.
right. I don't know. It's I get it, but it's not my spot. Like if I'm going to be at a game, I want to be at the game. If I want to be at a bar with the game on and we're socializing.
That's what that
everything,
is.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's what that is.
we can do that.
Is the
you
game
know?
even happening when
Right.
you're up there?
Every week with those pictures. Anyways, kids are crying. Not good. Let's see. Ben at Colts game. Got it. Joey vacation. Pretty much got it. Dude, we saw, it was crazy. Our last day on vacation, we're down there on the beach. All of a sudden, the beach ambulance pulls up. We're like, what's going on? We look down the ways a little bit. Somebody's waving them over. We're like, oh man, is everybody okay? What's happening? And then my brother-in-law's just like, is there somebody way out there in the ocean?
Okay.
And I was like, no way. What do you even see? He's like, I think I see like a couple, like a black dot. I think there's someone way out there. I was like, dude, no, what? I'm looking at the same thing. I got my glasses. I can't see anything. What are you talking about? More ambulances pull up. They start waving them in. All of a sudden, we see this jet ski hauling like 500, 600 yards out into the ocean.
Like the same distance
And
as
it's like
the
a
dot you saw?
It's like a really, really unusually calm day on the water. It's like, it was almost like a saltwater lake. Like there wasn't any waves, right? And so you could see it all happening. This jet skis coming, just hauling ass out there. We're like, are they going to wow, you're right. There's somebody out there.
Yeah.
Turns out 2 people had just had floaties and just drifted
How
all
do
the way
you
out.
do
Like
that?
that was one of the
How
same
do you
things.
do
At
that?
what point?
I'm always wondering, how do you forget? Oh, yeah, I'm in the ocean. Isn't that the number one thing?
And then all of a sudden you just turn around and you're just like, hey, we got pretty far, Mark. We should probably swim back. Like, do you both fall asleep? You drunk?
I could who is that relaxed where they can fall asleep in an ocean?
I know. But that's the thing is like, I don't think they were asleep. I was so baffled by it. I don't even know how they got out there. It was literally straight out from where we were, how they drifted out there. There's hardly any current, hardly no waves. And they're just like, hey, let's see how far we can go.
I've done that before, but I don't know if it's like a thing like as you get older. But like the every year goes by, the less I want to be next to the ocean. Like when I was in college, I was like, all right, let's see like how far we can float out there and swim back.
That's a dangerous game.
Yeah, but we weren't getting far. We were getting we're still like we're still soft about it. We were getting like not like, okay, let's get farther than that guy. Boom, we got farther than we swim back. But now I'm like, I'm not even getting in. Maybe like to here.
Yeah, that's
But
fair. That's fair.
I don't know how you just lose track. I just think of that. There's this commercial I think about every single time where that lady was like in a pool and her butt was like in the inner tube. Do you remember this? It's a circle around her and her ass looked like the Hostess cake. A shark went up and thought it was that. Never mind.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just a memory. I think of everything. I'm like, a shark's gonna bite my ass if I'm out here.
Yeah. I do think about Jaws a lot when I'm out there.
Never seen
Weirdly
it, but
enough.
that's why.
Yeah, it's a good watch. Probably not for you though. Just forget I even said it. Anyways, yeah. So that happened. There's a fuck ton of jellyfish out there. I can't believe we saw a ton of jellyfish. I was like, I thought this was just on SpongeBob. They're everywhere.
I know. I'm really scared of them.
We did a boat day, and we're out there where they call it Crab Island out there. It's like a little area out in the middle of the bay to where the water's only like 2 feet tall, so people can just park their boat and go out there and fuck around and party. And we're out there on the lily pad. And there's 25 jellyfish around, and they looked. It was like they had little 4 flowers in there. Yeah, the tentacles and everything. It was like I do want to bop them on the top, but I don't want to get. My mom said she was doing it. Because you just don't get the eels.
Oh, dude, eels have to be the most
eels. Their tentacles.
Yeah. But eels, bro, might be the most underrated, scary thing.
Yeah, it's like, how are you moving?
Can eels get a little more respect around here? They're electric snakes. Come on.
Electric snakes that swim.
Can we talk about that for a sec? Electric snakes are in the water, and you're just floating out there. See how far we can go.
Very true. Very true. Yeah, got airbrush T-shirts.
Love that.
Got them for the
What'd
kids.
they say?
Yeah, we adults didn't get them. Just the kids got them. But
not bad for a fat guy. The way I'd rock it. Not bad for a fat guy.
Oh, dude, I was listening to Colts post-game show on the way home yesterday.
Me too.
Kids are sleeping.
It's why are you always coming back to Indy? 107.5 The Fan. Greg Rakestraw.
Bro was ripping. Some guy got on there. I couldn't believe what I was listening to. Some dude called in, because it's just a call-in post-game show, and this fan was just like, I've never heard someone make more excuses for the Colts than you two. I mean, it's all I listen to is excuses. And all of a sudden, he just comes in.
You hear him.
He just goes, Jacob.
Yes.
This is a 4-hour call-in show. We've been taking calls for 4 hours, hearing out everything everybody has to say, Jacob. So Jacob kept, driving it home about his name. So Jacob, from where you stand, what do you think is the problem with the Colts, Jacob? And the dude had hung up because he just wanted to rip the hosts and everything.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of dead air. And he goes, Jacob, nothing. It seems as though Jacob has had enough. And then he moved on to the next one. And he was just ripping though, man. It was beautiful.
Dude, that's one thing. You're not going to check Rake.
No, you're never going to, especially when he's got the power of the mic. Hell
Absolutely not.
How much power do radio hosts have, though, when they can just hang up on you whenever? You could be making the best point of all time. Doom, see ya.
Nobody has more, especially those guys, too.
Appreciate the phone call, Ron.
Nothing a radio host likes saying more than .com.
.com. .com, and appreciate the phone call.
Appreciate the phone call. .com.
Even though they don't appreciate the phone call.
At all. Let's just burn through these. Not two former radio guys doing a podcast or anything like that. Jeez.
These guys. I saw over the weekend or last week, you know how they do those Hollywood Walk of Fame stars?
Mm-hmm.
Ewan McGregor, who plays Obi-Wan Kenobi in the prequel Star Wars. He's a young Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I don't know.
He got inducted. He got a Hollywood Walk of Fame star.
Mm-hmm.
And he had Hayden Christensen, who played Anakin Skywalker, his kind of co-star counterpart in those movies, induct him. And so he gave a speech before and everything.
When was this?
Last week. And so I was listening to it, and I was like, And this pod I was listening to was talking about like who would they have if they, did that. So I was like, I wonder who Ben would have induct him for a Hollywood Walk of Fame.
We just talked about him, but let me think. Bro, probably you.
Can you imagine?
Dude, yeah, can I imagine? I imagine it every day of my goddamn life.
Dude would rip that so hard. Oh my God. That's great. Yeah, I was like,
I have no idea.
I was like, yeah,
probably.
I mean, you would definitely make an appearance at mine. Probably like you and my dad.
That's all I would need. Oh, dude, maybe your dad. Actually, dude, your dad's kind of got it. Definitely not my dad. If I could have somebody introduce,
Definitely not my dad.
100%. And he, even if I asked him, he'd be like, "No, can you get somebody else?"
He would just post about it on LinkedIn.
Bro, can we talk about that for a second?
Big day for my boy B.
Can we talk about that? Bro. Hey, let me know if you want me to post something for your show. I've got this many LinkedIn connections. My dad, before all my shows. Actually, 10 minutes before my shows. I'm like, it's a little too late. LinkedIn?
Are you on LinkedIn?
Like, yeah, but I'm like inactive. You know,
you
when
used to be. I fired it back up recently. I don't know why, but I was like, oh, might as well.
I think like I deactivated mine, but I'm still up there. I'm like, can anything just work?
You know what's funny is that
still says I work at MS. Still says I work at Lid. Still says I go to Marion. I'm like, what do we?
Well, that's what I was about to say. Is I have like 4 different LinkedIns out there for like each phase of my life.
How
and
come
then,
I can't delete them?
Yeah, like freshman year of college, my dad was like, "You should make one." And I'm like, all right, so I have that one out there, or I'm just like a radio host at Ball State.
Yeah.
End of college, where I'm like networking, and that one's out there.
Yeah.
Beginning of my career at MS, that one's out there. Now I got this current one. There's like 4
Barstool
different
Sports intern.
There's like 4 different Joey Mulinaros out there.
Ivy. Yeah.
All at their different phases of where I was at the time.
I can't get it together on LinkedIn.
And I don't know how to here. I'm old guy all of a sudden on LinkedIn. I don't know how to fucking find those and deactivate them. So I'm like, well, I just got this one.
It's not, dude. It's not being old, but it's not easy to figure out LinkedIn. It's like tough.
It really is. It's a very weird platform.
You know what's worse? I can't figure out Facebook for the life of me.
What do you mean?
Like, there's just there's just things that I'm
You
not.
got like a lot of followers on there though.
I think it's because it's linked to my Instagram, and I post on Instagram. It goes to my Facebook, but I don't know what.
Bro,
else.
I can't. It's insane. I can't figure it out either.
Yes, okay, all right. I was like, am I just like I can't do it because I'm old? Like, is that a thing?
No,
you turn 30. I don't know how to do it anymore.
I can't figure it out because like I have a pretty solid following on all my platforms except Facebook. I've got like 900 people on Facebook. Not to be like who
nerd stuff.
Who gives
But
a shit,
are you posting to it?
I mean,
all
I
your
kind of
videos?
just gave up because I'm like nothing's working.
Bro, I think Facebook is our audience now. I hate to say it, dude. Keep going on there, bro.
Nah, shit's working. So I'm like, what am I doing? Whatever.
Yeah, I don't
Who cares? Dead air.
Who
Fuck
cares?
it.
Is it just us? Is Facebook the hardest? Facebook and LinkedIn, I'm like, do I have to have like a degree?
LinkedIn's a different animal, man. If you suck at all the other social media platforms, you're good at LinkedIn.
I think LinkedIn is the horniest website.
It's a wild west of young professionals and old professionals.
I don't think anyone's talking biz on there, bro. Hate to say it, but you guys are all just horny.
How'd you meet?
Where
LinkedIn?
should we get drinks and talk about biz? You guys aren't doing shit on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Especially my dad, not doing a damn thing. LinkedIn mafia, bro.
He's got some. Yeah, he's a wild profile there. Catch P.
It's just so many things.
Yeah.
Just a paragraph of job history. I'm like, who's
reading?
I wasn't gonna say it, but who's reading that?
I went to a wedding over the weekend.
Oh no!
Things.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So vacation and wedding?
Yeah, we came back because the wedding was actually the same day as my anniversary. So had a wedding, childhood friend, lifelong friend, one of those. It was good. Yeah, I throw that out there at every wedding I'm at. Riley gets so pissed.
Kiss her.
I do it every time when they're like,
they will though.
First dance or when they're getting introduced. Like when they get introduced as a couple, every wedding I'm at, I do two things. I go,
that gets me hype.
yeah, I do that, and I go, kisser. Riley gets pissed at every one of them. Dude, there's nothing better than a fucking at a wedding.
That's actually my shit right there.
Dude, what? Because like I can't whistle.
Hey, what are your top 5? What are your top 5 hoots, bro?
Bro, I can't do like a fucking good whistle.
Oh man, I want to do that so bad.
How
I don't
bad
have
does
it in my
everybody
bag.
wanna do it? It's like
you got it when you hit 30, you can't figure out Facebook anymore. When you hit 50, you get the whistle.
you want to whistle. The two things I want to do in my life: dunk on a 10-foot goal and do one of the finger whistles that just ring throughout the neighborhood. And I probably won't be able to do both.
Hey, with the one hand,
dude. I don't know. I always kind of like the
2.
Yeah,
2
like,
means business,
dude,
bro.
I know.
Your kid's running away for life if you're using 2 hands.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Bro, how do you do that? You got to practice. How?
But like, you're at a wedding and they kiss the first kiss and they go back down the aisle. Everybody's clapping. You got some of the good whistles, right? Like the girls have like the good like woo. Like a guy can't do that, Like we can't be
hit that
woo
octave.
like that. So what do? You
It's nice, man.
Come
Are
on.
you a let's go guy? I try
a
not to be,
wedding.
but sometimes it just slips out.
I try not to be let's go guy really at anything.
I
Because it's such a
know.
default. Even at a football game, I never wanted to just be like, let's go.
Right. It's so lame, but it
I'll
gets
honestly probably hoot.
nah.
I mean, it's tough to do at a football game because it's like Georgia, the Browns, like you have like that's kind of their thing. But at a wedding or something like that, I'm all
That's good to hear. It's good to hear in the background. Like, ooh, one of my
Right,
boys are back there.
right. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
One of my A1 dogs are back there.
It mixes up, it breaks the monotony of just the clapping and the
Oh yeah. I hear a hoo hoo. I'm like, I got backup.
yeah. So I mix in the hoo hoo, I mix in kisser, and then every now and then you got to do a little let's get fucked up.
Get fucked up. Yeah, just like in your homie's ear, so nobody else can hear.
Let's get fucked up. It was an open bar, so it was cool. It had an outdoor bar and an inside bar, so you had 2 options.
Drunk chooks. Chooks. God dang.
There are a lot.
Just wanna go to sleep when I hear that.
A lot of drunk chucks.
Oh my God.
Had a little sign up that said, "Open bar, drinks are on us. The hangover's on you."
That'll just ruin my entire night.
Oh, I was like, all right.
Don't
cool.
speak of the hangover. I don't want to know.
I was dickhead guy. I was like,
Love dickhead Mulinaro.
no, it wasn't that bad.
By the way, the minute.
I go,
Still thinking about it.
I go up in my first drink of the night. Been real amaretto sour phase.
I've been there.
Those are
I've
really
been
good.
there.
And so that's all I had on vacation. It was awesome.
You ever have too many of those and you feel like you got a sore throat in the morning from the sour?
Only,
I'm like,
only 3 times on
I
vacation.
think I drank a whole bottle of just the sour stuff. I was like, all right. I kind of overdid it. Like the girl was getting it, and I was like, shit, I'll take one too.
Yeah.
Then I just had 32 of them.
So I asked, open bar. I was like, "You got anything for amaretto sours?" And they're like, "Yeah, we got the amaretto." Yeah, they were like, "We don't have anything out here, but I could go like make it back there." And I was like, "Why don't you make it back there?"
You said that?
No, I didn't say it like that. I didn't say it like
Why
that.
don't you take your little happy ass back there?
Yeah, I did not say it like that. I was just like, if you could, that'd be awesome.
If you could.
But I felt like an asshole because they had to like go back and do it. But then
They don't care.
they brought stuff out. So I honestly did everybody else a favor because then amaretto sour became an option because they went back. They're like, while I'm back here, I'll just bring the shit out to make the amaretto sours.
Did anybody else get one?
I don't know. I don't think people were thinking along those lines.
See somebody else with the amaretto sour? You're fucking. Hey. God dang.
Yeah.
Everyone's the same.
I get so emotional at weddings. I do. I know you don't give a fuck about
Oh,
weddings,
man.
but I'm a crier, dude. I do. I'm an easy tear jerker.
Man, not at weddings for me.
Is there anything that gets you like that
Anything?
besides just like
Training montages in Rocky 4? No. Oh, you weren't gonna say that? Okay.
That's Rocky 4 and the 1998 Monday Night Football intro, or
the Monday Night Football logo that they use. Okay, never mind.
All right, yeah.
All right. What did I kind of cry at the other day? Was it something on TikTok?
Oh Jesus!
Something made me cry. Damn it, I can't think of it right now. But dude, it's the stuff that shouldn't make me cry that makes me kind of tear up a little bit. I won't like full out cry, but I'll just be like, it'll be like 1 a.m. in bed TikTok time.
Sure.
Maybe I see like, dude, it could be like I'm on dog TikTok right now. It could be some of that. It's always like when two animals are hanging out that you don't normally see hang out.
Or it has like that song. It's like dun 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 dun.
I'm like, what? In what timeline is this turtle and this dog like just best friends?
Dude, it used to get me on TikTok, the ones where it would be like pictures of famous people, and like the person who is dead was like in black and white, and the person who wasn't was in color. And there's a few of like Chris Farley and Mac Miller.
Mm-hmm.
And it had that song. It's like, I don't care how long it takes. And it's like a swipe through of all these people. And I was like, okay.
It's always a song, dude. Dude, I'm such a bitch. I'll cry when I see like the swipe. It's like 10 and it's like motivational or not motivational. It's like quotes that'll just like get you in the feelings. And it's always the Drake song behind it. Over my dead body. It's like about your dad or something.
Dude, over my dead body, man. Jeez. That was always a weird point in the night in high school and early college when that song would come on. It was always like 2:30 in the morning. You know,
I just discovered
people would like, it was like the party was kind of dying down at the open house. Like some people would be sleeping. You didn't know where some people were. Just only like 3 of you left in the kitchen. No one's talking.
I would hella cry to that song in high school.
Oh yeah, for sure.
3 a.m.
Yeah, like no one's talking in the kitchen.
Not that I'd be talking about high school football or something, but it's easy on TikTok to stop crying because the next scroll is just like, what happened to the 5-star recruits in 2021? And I'm like, damn, what did happen?
Well, then you kind of cry because you're like, man, those kids are probably really depressed that like they were 5-star and now they're just a bust.
One, how does that happen? This isn't a sports podcast. Never mind. Ryan Mallett. I'm just kidding.
Rest in peace.
Oh, wow. Yeah, true.
Really sad stuff. But yeah, crying on TikTok. But dude,
who doesn't?
Did you ever do that? What was that one? It was like I was on this one for a while where it would be like a slide through of like 20 different pictures, and it would be like different quotes, either from like poems or books or whatever it was. People, you know, and it had this soundtrack. There was no words, just like this instrumental. But it was like very, very emotional, very like the heart tugging part of a movie.
Oh, God, they're so good at that.
And all these quotes were just like, yeah, it would just like make you think of like your dad and your kids and like your fucking grandma and like what happens when you die and shit.
Sometimes can't watch.
Yeah, it's tough. Sometimes it would be, and sometimes you need a good cry.
Yeah, it gets me. And then you just got a nostalgic Christmas in the 2000s.
Bro, we're almost, I mean, we are here. We're at that point where you're going to open it up and it's going to be like POV Christmas party 2002.
How come
POV
it's not like that anymore?
POV first day of Christmas break 2001.
Oh!
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Icicles from the roof.
Oh, man.
How come I haven't seen that? Does that still happen?
Fucking Polar Express on the TV. Nah, it's too early for Polar Express. Dude, Frank Sinatra, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. I mean, just fucking get the Kleenex ready to roll. It's over.
Both of us start crying. This isn't a holiday podcast.
Weird, these guys. They just like talk about crying.
They just like talk about holidays, crying, and radio hosts.
I actually like them.
I liked them before.
I actually like them, but they just like now they got. I actually like them. They get really like emotional though. Like it's a new side of these guys.
They're drinking coffee and like crying. Jesus Christ.
Like crying.
Just always, just constantly trying to win over the burpee girls. You know? Jesus.
Drinking coffee and like crying. Just the way this
like
crying. Crying. There's like
Why
a
are
G
you like
in there.
Crying. Girls love when guys cry. Okay. Then we cry and you can't look at us anymore. Then you hate us? What do you want? Guys like aren't. I start yelling. Your son starts crying. Damn it.
That sounds like Mirabella.
Whoops.
She's crawling now. Wild.
He's crawling. I'm balling.
All right, let's check in. Let's catch up with these guys. Team these guys at gmail.com. Jacob. I'm gonna let you get to your point, Jacob. Appreciate the phone call. This is from Nick, and the subject line is 𝗕𝗘𝗡𝗡𝗬'𝗦.
Pretty good.
Says
on
my
NFL
mistake,
Street.
not a sports podcast, but actually a big fan of the show. Love being essentially a third guy at the bar talking about how great Lance Briggs was.
Right? So scary.
My question is, how do you feel when teams that have a really storied history but haven't been successful for a long time use that history? For example, I'm from Chicago, and the Bears have never really been a great team in my life, but love to talk about how they have the most Hall of Famers out of any NFL franchise. And looking at those Hall of Famers, some of them are from the NFL in the 40s and 50s. Not saying they didn't do great things, but is it right to use those accomplishments when for the last 30 years the teams haven't been good? Be the opposition coach and say, good effort out there, son, after I dropped the ball on 4th down and 5-slot route because the 3-star Louisville recruit at linebacker hit me so hard I forgot algebra and we lost the state quarterfinals. Cheers.
Ooh. Never
Sounds
forget.
personal from Nick.
Starts crying.
Yeah, that is frustrating, man. And like, it's weird because I respect the Bears and like, there's something about the Bears that's just so pure football. It's like, you want it to be cold. You want a Bears game to be on. You want them to just be like slobber knocking. You want chili to be on the pot. Like that's something that means a lot to me. But I also do get annoyed when it's like the Bears, the monsters of the Midway, 1985. It's like, bro,
Always kind of bad.
we're 40 years removed from the 85
That's
Bears.
so over.
You know, like let's come on. All right, the Super Bowl shuffle, I get it, but that shit does get annoying to me. So not so much about like the 40s, 50s guys, like you said, but for me, just personally, it's like, all right, Bears, it's been 40 years since 85. Let's
It wasn't 15 years ago.
let's go.
85 Bears is 15 years ago. Yeah, true. If it's not Packers, it's Bears, bro. First NFL team ever.
Yeah, and so there's like an importance there because even though they're not, I mean, the Packers are good, but
Not a Packers podcast. When the Packers and Bears play each other, I feel like the Pope should be there or something.
it's a big deal.
For no reason. They're both like kind of not okay. They're
Right.
just like, all right.
Sometimes my wife should be like, "Why do we have to watch the Steelers aren't playing?" I'm like, "Yeah, but it's Packers Bears. Like, okay, just let it be."
Just
Like when the Packers and Bears played on Christmas night.
no
that
way
year,
when.
dude. It was my senior year of high school.
That's what I cry about.
Christmas night at Lambeau on fucking Christmas, dude. Packers Bears. I was like,
It's crazy.
What are we doing?
Put a Santa hat on me, take my pants off, smack my ass, and put
Merry
it back on me.
Christmas to me. Merry Christmas to me. If the Packers and Bears could play on Christmas night every single year, I would not be depressed about Christmas ending.
That probably should be the Christmas game.
Here's what should happen.
Wait. There isn't a Christmas game? Like every year Thanksgiving, there's, you know what I mean?
Well, they're
set in stone.
They're making it that way now. The NFL's taken over Christmas Day too. Like the Steelers and Chiefs play on Christmas this year. On Christmas Day.
That's a crazy game, bro.
In Pittsburgh, dude. Come on.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, so my holiday is going to be, you know, either really great or really shitty. But no, it should be Bears, Packers on Christmas night. It should be Ravens, Steelers on Black Friday.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that's perfect.
That should be every Black
Perfect.
Friday is Steelers, Ravens. Every Christmas night, is
Just
Bears,
every game,
Packers.
Steelers.
Thanksgiving, you keep who should be the opponent though for the Lions on Thanksgiving afternoon?
I thought you were gonna say Steelers. I was like,
No, dude, I'm doing like what
I
makes
thought you
the
were
most
doing
sense.
a bit and just gonna keep saying Steelers. Who should the Steelers play on 4th of July? I was like, oh shit. Damn. This isn't all I want to talk about ever or anything. Who should they? You know better than me, but the Lions should always play the Steelers. Still doing it.
Stupid, bro. Or even the Cowboys, because the Cowboys play at 4 on Thanksgiving. But there's got to be like one matchup.
Why do I think the Vikings should play on Thanksgiving and Christmas every year?
I was thinking about Vikings for Thanksgiving too a little bit.
Because that one Randy Moss picture.
Right. Halloween, Raiders.
Come on. Perfect.
Raiders should play on Halloween every year.
I do. They did before, didn't they?
See,
why do I have a vivid memory of this, dude?
Not only to see who I'm going to say who should play on every holiday isn't the Steelers, it's the Packers. Packers, Bears on Christmas night.
Packers, Lions.
Packers, Lions on Thanksgiving Day.
That's great.
Steelers, Ravens on Black Friday, the day after.
Wait, what's the Christmas one?
Packers, Bears.
Why do I feel like the Vikings need to be in there?
Yeah.
Lions.
But they have to wear their 98 like Randy
Please,
Moss uniforms.
Everybody knows those are the best ones. Everybody knows that.
Excuse me.
I love you.
Raiders. Maybe Raiders, Browns. I'm just thinking like who's the on Halloween. I'm just thinking,
Bengals.
because you got black and orange there. Yeah, that makes sense. Black and orange, black and silver Halloween. But I was just thinking like their fan bases in Cleveland, they could all be having masks. Raiders, Eagles on Halloween, maybe.
Oh, you know,
some crazy ass people there.
That's kind of hot.
Maybe this week align holidays with what NFL teams should play, because like we said, Packers, Lions at noon on Thanksgiving.
I know we're missing a team.
Packers, Bears, or Packers, Vikings on Christmas night.
I want to say Rams, but the Rams don't even feel like the Rams anymore.
I know, it's depressing. Oh, dude. Dude. Raiders, Bucks, Halloween.
Come on. Hey, best Super Bowl ever? I didn't say it.
Dude, when I just thought of that. Let's go Raiders, Bucks, Halloween. But dude, Black Friday, Ravens, Steelers.
That's crazy.
Come on, man.
That's crazy.
You got the Iron Bowl with Auburn, Alabama, and then you got the fucking Steelers.
Oh, I didn't
Ravens
even
on
know
Black
that.
Friday. Anyways,
not that this is a sports podcast or anything, or holidays. Wow. God,
come on. From Charlie, 𝗦𝗘𝗢𝗓𝗠𝗔𝗡𝗏 Tomlinson. Trying to come up with a unique intro aside from these guys, but why change something that fits so well? I hate running into the same problem every Tuesday. I turn on the pod, normally a speaker in the car, and get asked what sports podcast this is.
Well, it's not one.
I always tell them confidently, defensively, that this is not a sports podcast, not a holiday podcast, not a reminiscent podcast, and not a Jersey podcast.
Nope.
But they just can't seem to understand. Why can't some guys just chat? Isn't that what girls do every day? On an unrelated note, probably already got a Mulinaro minute at this point in the show, but as a Boulder, Colorado resident and CU alum, wondering what the boys think of Colorado football right now. Hopefully totally unfiltered takes all around. Want to support my boys, but after the loss to Nebraska, I get wondering what other people think. Smack my ass with 𝗦𝗘𝗢𝗓𝗠𝗏 Tomlinson's throwback sky blue jerseys while wearing his helmet with absolute darkest visor to appear in the NFL, as I ask Roger Goodell if Station knows about this.
Fire email.
That was great. You go first.
Colorado?
Yeah.
I like them way more this year. And I think it's not a Jersey podcast, but I really like their uniforms.
I liked them better last year. I don't know. I don't need the whatever that stitching on the shoulder pads is. That's just me.
That's
just me.
Cool. I think it fits their team.
I love their white, the white on white and the white helmet. That I think that is like the uniforms they wore against TCU.
They had some
last
of this
year.
on there. Oh, last year. I like what they're doing here because it's like them
mountains.
Like
kinda.
they're new, they're modern, they're like kind of an Oregon situation. They're cool. They're the coolest team, but they're not doing too much. It's just like just the outline, subtle, nice, and it's kind of on their traditional jerseys that they wore this past weekend. But I think they're way more likable this year. I don't know how they're like not like in on ESPN every 15 seconds. I feel like it's a little bit less than it was last year.
Yeah.
Prime isn't as much. Like he's always kills interviews, but they're doing a good job of like not overbearing, being not that too much overbearing. As far as the team goes, aren't they like kind of mid?
Yeah, I mean they're fine. Like,
right.
I think if they're probably about win 5 games, maybe. I don't really know. I'm just kind of, to be honest with you, Charlie, I'm kind of just indifferent at this point. Like, they're there, and Prime's always going to show up on the Sports Center Instagram account every week with an interview or quote or something. Okay. I mean, they're kind of just there for me.
They're doing a good job of like, they just had a big win, didn't they?
Yeah, they Hail Mary, and they beat, I don't know who they beat, but it was Baylor. It was Baylor.
It made me be like, okay, all right. Like, they're not like, they don't suck. Because I kind of thought they were going to just not.
After they got their ass beat by Nebraska, it was like, ooh, maybe not good. But yeah, for me, just very indifferent. They're there.
Pretty much.
Okay. Like, story's over. They're there. From Douglas. Definitely not an email about sports hypotheticals. These guys, long-time listener, first-time emailer. Sweet.
Hey.
I first saw you guys during COVID when a buddy sent me the Pure Hell as Purell Zoom coworker video.
That was crazy.
Started listening to OG Espresso at the time. The rest is history. I live in the Pittsburgh area. I'm a lawyer, and my wife works in sales. We both work from home, so I'm obviously always looking for new and creative ways to annoy her. Usually by noon, she moves her laptop from her desk to the couch.
Hey.
Whenever I come down from my office to get coffee or water, and if I notice that she's on the couch, I shoot my head around the corner real fast and say, "Station up about this."
What'd she say?
She immediately gets annoyed and asks what I'm talking about, but of course I never elaborate. I just say, "Not bad for a fat guy."
Dude. Kiss her.
Wow, Pittsburgh and this is my best friend. Here's my question. If you could rewrite history and insert yourself onto the roster of any sports team in history, which team would it be, and what position would you play? For me, Ben voice, I would be QB2 on the 2001 New England Patriots. Not sure if anything of significance happened that year, but I guess I would take that guy's career. Thanks, fellas. Doug. P.S. Find some drunk chicks eating a tiss and make them slap my ass with terrible towels and greasy fingers while repeatedly yelling, "Play Renegade."
What team would you want to be on?
Insert yourself on the roster for any sports team in history. So you become that person, apparently, is what he's saying. He became Tom Brady.
Wait, did he say QB2?
Yeah, because he started that year before Drew Bledsoe got his lung punctured.
Okay. I thought he just wanted to be the backup QB, like on the Patriots team. I'm like, that sounds great. I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
What's the most fun team I've ever seen in my life?
Because sports are not this podcast, but they are my life.
I'm just trying to think.
Any league, NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, NCAA football, NCAA basketball.
I got a wild one here, but it's just because I can't think of anything else.
All right.
For a minute, dude, that Florida Gulf Coast team in March Madness that were just like throwing lobs and
Sherwood
beating people.
Brown.
I was like, dude, this team is the shit.
Yeah,
like I know
wild.
it didn't end up well, but
It was like spring break, and
I was like, they're
crazy.
so cool.
Florida Gulf Coast. I want to go to college
Who's
there.
not going there?
Wow,
I don't know. That's just some like random, but that'd be fun.
dude. I think I would go back to 2005 Texas. I'd throw that number 10 on, and I'd be
Slip the ankle socks on.
the ankle socks with the TC bands on my knees and my elbows.
Didn't even care. He was in the game. Just let me just win the whole thing real quick, single handedly. Yeah, good call,
Dude, that punt. Everybody talks about the Rose Bowl, and rightfully so, the national championship. You know, he's going for the corner. He's got it against USC. But I think my favorite might be against Oklahoma State when was rolling out to his right, pump faked, dude jumped so high in the air. Vince Young just ran right past him and housed it like 80 yards down the sideline.
Just a walk in the park for that guy. You're talking about last week, I think you were talking about, or 2 weeks ago, you were talking about games you fell asleep during, and you're like, damn, the Rose Bowl game for me. He's going for the corner. I was dead asleep. I know, like it's everybody falls asleep during games, but I was like, I don't understand what happened during that game, and I'll never rewatch the entire game. I mean, so every time I see that clip, I'm like, I don't know, bro.
I mean, to be fair, national championships in college start on a Monday night at like 9:40 for some reason.
And it's
dumbest
bright. And it's bright out.
Dumbest shit ever. Like, I hate that the men's national championship takes place on a Monday night at 9:40. I hate that the college football, every game is fucking played on Saturday. They play it on a Monday night. It makes no fucking sense.
For the people, dude. For the ratings. Because everybody's watching on Monday.
Who's not watching the national championship on a Saturday night?
True, but like they run into people like, oh, we got plans. Like Monday, nobody's doing shit, and they know that.
Yeah, you also run into people being like, 9:20 kickoff on a Monday? I don't know. I'm going
Still
to bed.
Watching. They got you, bro. But no, I'm with you. But I'm like, I see why they do it.
I don't. I think it's dumb. I think it's corporate bullshit.
Minute, go.
No, yeah, you fucking get all this together, this nonsense about like, yeah, well, we're people don't sleep. We want to put it at 9 o'clock on a Monday because everybody's home and everybody's don't think about that. Think about the real fans. Think about the people who are there every Saturday, 9 a.m., waking up with game day, watching 12 hours of football. Throw it on a Saturday. You're doing all this shit. You're putting a 12-team playoff together. Love that. You're doing it on campus. Love that. Fix it away from Monday night. No one wants to watch the biggest game of the year in college football on a Monday night. Don't care that you're sitting in bed. Don't care that you don't have plans. Do it on a Saturday. Do it when people want to get together, have parties, go to bars, have fun, not be depressed that they have to go to bed at halftime because I got to get up and go to their job the next day. It needs to be on a Saturday, just like the Super Bowl needs to be on a Sunday when the Monday is off. There, I said it. You're having these the biggest games of the year in football. They need to be a day when everybody can celebrate and not think about having to go to work the next day.
God, it is so sad. It's so sad watching this.
We live our life around these games and around football, and then the biggest ones, you're like, yeah, but you're kind of depressed.
Even if you don't live your life around sports, you do though. Like everybody's talking about it, and even if you're like, all guys do. All guys' moods are dictated by like what's happening. Super Bowl, like, okay, I don't care. And some years I don't even watch it, but I'm still like, why do I feel sad?
Yeah.
But if this was on a Saturday, I'd probably be more likely to watch it.
Yep.
So I'm like, well, tomorrow I can just chill. But
Exactly. From Bailey, Halloween fall decorations. Yo, fellas, since this isn't a holiday podcast, I'll just go ahead and make it one. It's that time of the year when the wife is begging me to start putting out all of our Halloween/fall decorations, whether it be around the house or outside in the yard. The only problem is there's 10 days left of summer, and I still see multiple 80+ degree days in the 7-day forecast.
Dude. You got to do it, though.
Are you guys like me where you need to have some sort of crisp in the air to even have thought of Halloween or fall? And is Christmas already pretty much over at that point? Slap my ass until my eyes pop out like Aaron Moorhead's Madden 2007 roster headshot.
Oh my God, dude.
Station Know About Dish. What a callback there. I'm totally with you, man. We're coming up. We're close. I think my wife is making chili tonight.
It is one of those. I love you, birthday boy. It is. Today might be the day.
It's getting there.
So I'm like, why is it nighttime all day?
Yeah. It's like cloudy and gray, you know.
This is a Halloween day right now.
It's getting there. It's still a little too warm for me. I like to be in the, at most, like the high, I like to be like 71, 72 for a high. Right now, we're still in like the high of 77 around 4 p.m. So
a little
bit much, but I think we're getting there. I think we're getting super close. It's technically fall, right? Because the 21st is there, and so we're technically in that. But it's still late summer.
I would get the stuff out. I wouldn't put it up though.
You're
like have it ready.
You're waiting for that day.
Have it ready. You know, like I think your wife will appreciate that too. Like you know. When you walk outside, all right, hey, today's the day.
Yeah. Got to have the credit. We already started talking about pumpkin patch soon. Like we at football Sunday with my family, they got thrown out there. Like, we doing apple orchard soon? We doing pumpkin patch visit soon? Like, when we getting that on the calendar? So those conversations are happening.
We're so stupid.
Just
what are we doing? Just experts.
By the way,
on fucking Halloween.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Stake our claim, man. Put the flag in the ground. By the way, first Nance Romo game of the year for the Steelers yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's like kind of chilling out, but I was like getting better. Like I was like not annoyed of him. He was kind of giving some insight. I felt like I'm like, okay, I think somebody might have just turned him down a few notches.
Or maybe he's just like used
Maybe he's
to
just
it.
getting
He's comfortable.
Or I feel like he mellowed out a little bit. And I felt like he was like not just losing his mind, was actually like kind of getting through points and everything. Fun.
Who knew Tony Romo was like that though? Like when Tony Romo was playing, I was like, oh, he's probably kind of like a dickhead.
Yeah,
I kind of was like, dude, that guy dated Jessica Simpson.
Yeah,
that guy.
Yeah,
like what was he talking about with her? You know, there you go.
That's when I did that event with Nance, he was like, I show Tony your stuff.
No way.
Joey, this is a talented guy right here. I show Tony your stuff.
You just want to golf clap at his ass. Thank you, Jim. Do I call you that or is it Mr. Nance?
I think I did call him Mr. Nance. Anyways, so maybe me making fun of Romo, like he was maybe just like, oh, maybe I gotta tone it down a little bit. This is from Jack. I think this is a first time emailer. Maybe I haven't seen his name here, but the subject line certainly grabbed my attention. 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗧𝗕. Remember that name?
Sounds like a fake like movie guy.
He was
a football player. 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗧𝗕.
Yeah, the lineman in a high school football movie.
Or like a linebacker, Legursky.
Yeah. But he's kind of the rotational lineman for the Steelers back in 2010 when they went to the Super Bowl. He filled in and played center in the Super Bowl because Marquise Pouncey got hurt.
All right.
Totally different game if Pouncey plays. All good.
Wait, what Super Bowl? Did they lose?
Yeah, 45 against the Packers.
Wow.
All good.
Hey, injuries are part of the game, dude.
I know. What it could have. If ifs and buts were candies and nuts, we'd all have Merry Christmas. Okay. From Jack 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗧𝗕. Hey guys, thanks for all the laughs over the years. Please come to the DC/DMV area so I can introduce my wife to the clubhouse humor that I tell her.
Actually, though, that's a place that I want to go.
If you guys could play a specific sport, most definitely not a sports podcast, for a specific university, what would it be? One answer per sport, preferably not using your favorite team. For example, my Virginia Tech fandom answers would be football at Notre Dame, basketball at North Carolina, baseball at Texas. Second question, my friend and I recently went back and forth naming games that would make ESPN Talking Heads bust by teams and potentially neutral site. Couldn't repeat teams. Some notables. 1, Southern Cal at Penn State, whiteout. 2, Tennessee, Georgia at Bristol Motor Speedway. 3, Iowa, Navy, and Dublin. Put on your finest 𝗲𝗓𝗓 jersey, put a golden delicious apple in my mouth, and slap my ass so hard that sports science calls it 35 miles per hour car crash like it did with Quentin Jammer.
Oh, bro.
Man, you guys, this is awesome.
They did
just
that?
write the show for us. All right. Honestly, Jack, like that would your first answers. That's like my childhood. Football at Notre Dame, basketball at North Carolina, baseball at Texas.
Yeah, those are the big three.
I guess now. I'd say football at Texas. Basketball.
Is it just like the best teams pretty
Just
much?
like what you would like. What? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I'd pick the best teams for some reason. I would probably. Why do I want to play basketball at Arizona so bad?
That'd be sick.
Every day I'm like,
Yeah.
God dang. The guys who go to Arizona, I'm like, so true. Just fit in the mold over there.
Actually, I'm going to change mine. Football at USC, baseball at Arizona State, and basketball at... I'm bringing the Gators back, Florida.
That would be so cool.
They got a rich history. They need to get back to that.
Yeah, what are you waiting on? God, why have I always just wanted to be the guy at Penn State?
Football at Penn State?
Yeah. Like, can they just get past it? Like, when is Penn State?
What do you mean the guy? Do you want to be like a linebacker?
When's Penn State just going to have like a Heisman guy?
They go from Polizzi to Polizzi?
I don't know if linebacker is it.
Doesn't get enough cred.
No, not even that. I just don't think
It's linebacker you.
I don't think I have it in me. Penn State should be like, I think Penn State should be like quarterback you.
You would have it in you if they threw a neck roll on your ass.
Taped fingers.
Then all of a sudden you're ready to
All
roll.
of a sudden I'm number 35. 39.
I was going to say just a straight 40. 40 or 44.
I don't know why. Arizona basketball, Penn State football. Penn State football.
Those are cool. Those are good ones.
Baseball, I kind of have no idea, but probably Miami. Wish they were Nike.
Ooh. Yeah, that'd be sick. Good
Miami
call.
is a Nike school. What are they doing? And I
Pisses
think
me
Adidas even knows it.
Pisses me off.
The same way UCLA is an Adidas school. They're Jordan right now, but it's like,
Yep.
what are you guys doing,
Yep,
man?
Yep.
I love Jordan and it looks good, but like, dude, they're an Adidas school.
Same way Notre Dame's Adidas.
For sure. There's so many schools like that. Dude, please comment on this underneath. What schools are which? Texas Tech is so Under Armour.
Kind of makes no sense that Iowa is Nike, right? They're Nike.
They are, but yeah, they could go a different way. But
They should be Adidas, in my opinion.
I don't know though.
Michigan, Jordan, cool. Michigan State,
But they're not.
Nike,
Michigan's
cool.
not Jordan. They're Nike. There's only a couple schools that can really pull off Jordan.
Yeah, because right now it's UCLA, Michigan, Oklahoma.
There's a million
North
of them now.
Carolina.
Not even cool. But North Carolina should be Jordan. I don't know. The other I think their football jerseys are Jordan.
Yeah, they are.
Cincinnati is always Jordan to me.
I don't like that Oklahoma's Jordan.
That's what I'm saying. Jordan's letting too many people in.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not even special anymore. Who else is? And I'm like, huh? I don't like Florida's Jordan.
Florida's Jordan.
I'm
Yeah,
like, you guys
yeah,
are Nike forever.
Yeah. Yep. I like that Texas is Nike.
Oh, please, dude! If Texas was Adidas, I wouldn't be able to watch football anymore.
LSU, Nike.
So Nike.
Bama, Nike. Who is even Adidas in the SEC? Tennessee.
Dude, they're Nike.
They're Nike now?
They're Nike.
They were Adidas for the
and
longest time.
They're so Adidas. They're an
Yeah.
Adidas school, and it fits them well. I don't know how to explain it or why, but like the teams that were Adidas that changed, I don't know. I don't know about you.
All right, that's team these guys. Stroke meter. Team these guys at gmail.com. Appreciate you as always. That's about good for the show.
Sure.
Next week we're in October, baby. We're fucking full on Michael Myers in it next week on these guys. Yeah, this week, hey, as always, comment whatever the hell you want, football players, whatever. But we did have two: what NFL games should be played on what holidays, and what schools should be what brand.
Nice.
Subscribe. These guys Clubhouse on YouTube.
Get your tickies.
Get your
October
tickies.
3rd, Austin. See you there.
And yeah, just keep spreading the good word. Everybody's doing it. The emails are great. Annoying your wife or your girlfriend with it's perfect. Maybe they'll get to be burpee
They'll
girls.
jump on board.
Send over to your friends so we can keep on, growing the clubhouse and make
They
it from a
like-
dive bar to a full ass bar.
They talk about coffee and cry.
They're kind of cool because they talk about Nike and like outfits and they cry.
Outfits and Christmas.
All right. These guys. Bye bye.
Jake Plummer.
Oh my God. Rex Grossman.